Так штурмують на Донецьку російські військові штурмовики. Так штурмують.
Russian war bloggers are protesting about numerous videos of crippled Russian soldiers on crutches being sent into assaults or being used as bullet sponges to identify where the Ukrainians are firing from. Anastasia Kashevarova, who has written about the issue before, says that she is seeing videos from all fronts showing badly injured soldiers on the battlefield. She writes, "Why is this happening? There are two ways to go to war with a crutch or an Elizarov apparatus. Way 1. Discharged from the hospital given 30 days of rehabilitation leave. If from storm, that is, a convict, then he is immediately taken to the unit, and from there, back to the front. If he is a mobilized or contract soldier, then after leave he is obliged to return to the unit and undergo a military medical commission there, but the VVK can wait there for centuries. Most likely, the commander will consider him healthy at his discretion and send him to stick a flag in a Ukrainian barn. Way 2. The wounded soldier was not sent to the hospital. They brought him some plantain for an open lacerated wound, tied on a piece of wood, stitched him up as best they could, after giving him vodka to drink, and then treated him with ammonia, aka urine, since there was no vodka left. You lie down for a week, and then it's fine. On adrenaline, you can even get to Odessa. Many people tell me, well, what else can you do? We have to fight. We don't have enough people. Of course we don't have enough. It's understandable. In Ukraine, they drag everyone from the street to the front. But why did we waste human resources thoughtlessly, sending them to assaults just to occupy something without understanding the goals and strategic importance? Just to report and fulfill some order, and maybe even a Hero of Russia medal. And what's the use of these soldiers on crutches? Either he will surrender, and then they will make videos of him cursing the generals at the enemy's place, or die instantly. The probability of such fighters completing a combat mission is 0. And if they send him with physically healthy ones, then he will only be a burden, and the survival rate of the entire group and its effectiveness decreases. Here the General Staff reports on how much territory they have occupied in square kilometers. It would be right to report to you generals, the President, on how many people were lost for these kilometers. Is the human resource used rationally? You still send them in columns. You still send them on useless assaults. You still occupy territory on credit. Of course, we have some smart ones, but I am talking about those who waste resources and then send fighters on crutches to the front lines as reinforcements. I know that the Ministry of Defense is addressing the problem. It is necessary to increase the rehabilitation period after being discharged from the hospital. But until this decision is made, you can issue an internal order not to send people on crutches to the front lines. I am not defending the deserters who complain about a contusion or that a small piece of shrapnel was not pulled out, although it should not have been. The guys have several concussions a week, and they fight. They fight with a bunch of shrapnel fragments because they can't get them out. They are embedded in their bodies. I am talking about real fighters on crutches. Meanwhile, our inept propaganda emphasizes the problems in Ukraine that we also have, pointing the finger at the enemy, saying that poor, unhealed people are fighting there, thereby causing irritation and anger among the Russian population and the fighters. Look in the mirror, my dears. You are each other's reflection, like brothers. But I repeat, our difference is that in Ukraine, the SBU would have already shot me in the basement for something like that, and the fighters there have as much rights as a bug. And in Russia, problems can be solved. It's just that sometimes every situation cannot be solved behind the scenes. The problem is systemic and on the ground. To solve it, one order from the Chief of the General Staff is enough. Destruction of a Russian tank. Protection didn't help. Work by Magyar's birds.
Provides the electronic warfare system on the roof tied 6 anti-tank mines to the device. The brigade eyes. The sting of F-10 is already aiming to hit. We are looking with the pilot's eyes, Wombuster. Looking for a little hole. Oh, of course, with Luke. Oh, Worm ran so fast that he knocked off the alien's helmet. Splat! Well, now bada boom, jaga jaga, motherfucker. That was a hit. In the replay, take that, you bastard. Boom dicky 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 boom dicky boom. This is not all. Worm was fully loaded with ammunition. Let's keep watching carefully. 3, 2, 1. Chakalaka detonation. Those clouds are blasted. It exploded on Pantsir-S. Oh, that lifts the mood.
After meeting with Trump, Polish President Duda emphasized that Ukraine cannot survive without U.S. aid and stressed the importance of strengthening economic ties between the two countries. He stated that Russia must not be allowed to win, reminding everyone that Putin is a former KGB officer. Duda also highlighted the need for lasting peace and security guarantees, confirming that the U.S. military presence in Poland will remain and possibly even increase.
Regarding Ukraine, I also had a face-to-face conversation with the president, where he told me what is in very brief words his plan of action is. He said that negotiations must be conducted and there is no other way here because this is the only way for the war to end. But in my opinion, it also means strengthening Ukraine, including American presence in Ukraine. Maybe we're not talking about military presence, because President Donald Trump did not say that, but he spoke about economic ties, which he wants to strengthen with Ukraine. He said, about the fact that it will be that he wants closer cooperation and that he will definitely also negotiate this with Volodymyr Zelensky. It was hugely important. He said, listen, you are one of the absolutely most reliable allies. Your defense spending, the purchases you make in the United States, all the contracts we have with the United States, those are ties that are becoming closer.
The armed forces of Ukraine are transitioning from temporary command and control bodies, tactical group of troops, to a permanent core system. Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Ukraine, Oleksandr Syrsky, announced this at the Ukraine, the Year 2025 Forum. We are constantly drawing conclusions from the experience of combat operations. One of the issues is to improve the quality of management, and it also means improving the structure of the command and control bodies. The groupings staffed by officers from various command and control bodies, educational institutions, structures, the Ministry of Defense, the General Staff have certain drawbacks. That is why we are switching to a core structure, and this process is ongoing, the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Ukraine stated.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, if you want to support Warthog Defense, please become our member and get early access to new videos, exclusive members-only videos, and become administrator in comment section. The membership link is in the description.
Rescues every day. We had a guy last week at 6 rescues in 6 days. You know, he's doing the job every day.